I used to think the stories about Route 17 were just local legends, the kind people tell to scare teenagers. Until one night, I became part of it. And what I heard on that call still hasn't left me. This happened in late October 2019, just outside a small town in upstate New York. I was working the night shift as a dispatcher for a roadside assistance company. It wasn't a glamorous job, but it paid the bills. Most nights were quiet. A few flat tires, dead batteries. Occasionally, someone locked out of their car. Nothing unusual, but that night, everything changed. It was around 2:13 a.m. when the call came in. Now, if you've ever worked nights, you know that hour feels wrong. Like the world is paused. No traffic, no noise, just silence. The caller ID showed unknown number. That wasn't unusual either. So I answered like I always did. Roadside assistance? What seems to be the problem? At first, there was nothing, just static, soft, crackling static. Then, I heard breathing. It wasn't normal breathing. It was shaky, uneven, like someone trying not to panic. "Hello?" I asked again. A voice finally responded. A woman. Soft, trembling. "I think something is following me." I sat up straight. "Ma'am, can you tell me your location?" There was a pause. Then she said, "Route 17. Route 17 runs through long stretches of forest. Miles of nothing but trees, broken only by the occasional gas station or abandoned structure. At night, it's pitch black. No streetlights, no houses, nothing." "Is your car broken down?" I asked. "No," she said. Another pause. "It's outside my car. That's when I felt it. That small shift in your stomach when something doesn't feel right." "Ma'am, what do you mean?" I asked. She whispered, "I stopped because I thought I hit something, but there's nothing there." Her breathing got faster. "But now, it's walking around my car." And then I heard it. Through the phone, a faint sound, slow footsteps, crunching gravel, circling. "Ma'am, lock your doors," I said quickly. "They're already locked," she replied. It tried the handle. My chest tightened. "Can you see it?" I asked. Silence. Then, "No, that didn't make sense." "How do you know it's there?" I asked. Her voice dropped to a whisper. "Because it's breathing." And then I heard it too. Not her breathing, something else, deeper, slower, right outside her car. "Ma'am, I'm sending help right now. Stay on the line." I signaled emergency services immediately, but something was wrong. Her voice suddenly changed. "Why isn't it leaving?" Then a loud thud hit the car. She screamed, "Oh my God, it's on the hood!" I could hear scraping, like something dragging across metal. Then tapping, slow, deliberate, tapping on the windshield. "Don't look at it," I shouted. But she didn't respond. Instead, she whispered something that made my blood run cold. "It's smiling." "What?" I asked. "It doesn't have eyes," she said, "but it's smiling at me." Then, the line went quiet. No breathing, no movement, just silence. "Ma'am," I said. No response. Then, the call resumed, but the voice was different. "Hello?" it said. Same voice, but wrong, flat, empty. "Ma'am, are you okay?" I asked. Pause. Then it said, "She can't talk right now." Every instinct in my body told me to hang up, but I couldn't. "Who is this?" I asked. The voice responded, "I found her." Then I heard something wet, a dragging sound, and a faint, choking noise in the background. "Where is she?" I demanded. The voice didn't answer. Instead, it asked me a question. "Can you see me?" That didn't make sense. "I'm on the phone with you," I said. Silence. Then it whispered, "Look behind you." I froze. The office was empty. Just rows of desks, dark monitors, and the faint hum of fluorescent lights. Slowly, I turned around. Nothing. I exhaled. "This isn't funny," I said. But then, my screen flickered. The caller ID changed from unknown number to my own phone line. I stared at it, heart pounding. "That's not possible," I whispered, but the voice on the line started laughing. "You picked up," it said. At that exact moment, all the lights in the office went out. Complete darkness. The call disconnected. Emergency services later found her car, still parked on Route 17, doors locked, engine running. No signs of struggle, no blood, no footprints, nothing. Except for one thing. On the inside of the windshield, written in something they couldn't identify, were the words, "I found you too." I quit that job the next day, moved out of state, changed my number, tried to forget, but sometimes, late at night, around 2:13 a.m., my phone rings, no caller ID, and when I answer, I hear breathing, not mine.